Welcome, everyone, to the house that Rodney built, Notre Dame Stadium, underneath the watchful eye of Touchdown Jesus, the home of the Fighting Irish. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So USC's offense will get the first crack at it here. So much history and pageantry in this rivalry, guys, but the trophy, the jeweled shillelagh, is a little bit under the radar.
It is. It's beautiful to look at, but I think people are always just focused on these two blue blood programs. Notre Dame, USC. This is interconference, national championship, and Heisman implications seemingly always on the line late in the year when these two teams play.
Always so cool, coast to coast. Something matters, something on the line. You're right, this game is always fun to watch. The jeweled shillelagh.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There is so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
He'll keep it himself. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. We're hoping for a little more drama than we got a season ago when the Trojans obliterated the Irish.
They absolutely laid the hammer. And the Trojans, listen, this is a team that you can count on every year now. They're starting to put their name in the hat. They've always had so much prestige, tradition. End of the year, these games, they matter. Can they deliver another statement game again this year?
I think the Trojans coaching staff last year did such a good job getting their team's minds right. And the leaders in that locker room, they were really making sure that everyone's intensity was at a different level going into that game. No doubt they want to come out, blow out Notre Dame again, and keep the jeweled shillelagh in the trophy case.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So Notre Dame's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Dropping back, it's Clowney. Looking down the middle. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it. Sends it downfield. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. As my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. To throw, it's DeMarco. Got it set up on the outside. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back into play. Nice job by the offense. The offense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Puts him in the spinner and moves on. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On third down, going up top. They're setting up the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his defense.
After the misfire, it's second down. Looking downfield, it's Clowney. Works the middle of the field. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Notre Dame right back to the line. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewitt.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. The throw. Catch in the middle, it's Frost. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Throws to the wideout. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Set first down. He's going to pass. He makes the connection. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They'll run for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Here comes the offense on first down. He'll start this drive firing. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. To the air, it's Clowney. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Looking to throw for it. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He's got an open man. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Motion from the offense. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Back to pass, it's DeMarco. And it's caught! Touchdown, Southern Cal! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, get a little juju going.
Right back to the well. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Wants to throw. It's DeMarco. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43. The first down for the offense. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He's looking to throw it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Irish send out the punt unit. He'll call for the fair catch here. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's hauled in at the 10. Touchdown, USC! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance.
He's off to the races. At the 20. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. It's complete, and he will score! Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's caught inside the 30. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans! And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Arizona State is currently trailing, but this is... If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jake Plummer, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Texas Tech.
Trying to start the drive with a pass.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
They really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Short gain on the play before he slides. Now on second down.
42 slider. 4-2.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Trying the left side. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for a crease. It's Frost. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To the air, it's Clowney. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and made. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
Yeah, and you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught behind the line. It's Cook. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Split the ball out quick. Get it to your playmakers in space. Get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and he falls on his own fumble, and coughing it up on a return would have been a disaster. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Irish send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw, it's DeMarco. He's going to throw deep right side. Snags it. Touchdown, Trojans. And the pummeling has started. USC. Traveler in the entire Trojan nation starting to feel their oats as SC has built a lead in this one.
I'm impressed, too, with the Trojans in this one. They've got a lot of competition in conference week in, week out. You don't get a break when you go out of conference to play Notre Dame, but mentally, they've had a lot left in the tank. They are dominating Notre Dame here, Dave.
And it's so fun to watch year after year. Great uniforms, great football. This matchup, the June Shillelagh, every single year is always fun to watch.
Going with the ground game left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. 2nd down coming up. Looking for a gap. It's Vargas. Still running at the 40. Off he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And the route is on. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible as he'll make it happen.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1st down to start the drive after the break. To the air, it's Clowney. Trying to beat the D deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll run it from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play.
How good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. On the move, it's Lacey. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, USC! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
USC 56, Notre Dame 10.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. The Trojans have a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about...
Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when...
All kinds of running room. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And they took a shot. I like it. Make the big play. Once you start getting closer to the goal line, you start running out of space, Jesse. Now, this big play down in the red zone in a scoring position.
Yeah, and it was a nice job, too, David, of the quarterback letting the coverage dictate where he threw the football. That wasn't a force. That wasn't a predetermined decision. That time, he was looking at the safeties, he was reading whether it was zone or man. He found his matchup, and here they go. Now they've got the ball down in the red zone.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Getting some heat. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.